Hello buddy, Crow here with I guess a channel update or just an update in general. I got two things to talk about. One of them really has nothing to do with this channel, but the first one does. You may have noticed, but I started posting a brand new series that is titled LPT1K, or in other words, Let's Play Theater 1000. And it was funny, is like last week I was planning on doing more Crow Plays video. But the day before, like on that Friday, I was thinking, oh, wonder if I could do that silhouette effect and have something, kind of new but kind of different at the same time. And I tested it out, and Saturday morning, I was like, yeah, this works. So I filmed a whole bunch of these Let's Play Theater videos. Pretty much exactly the same thing as what the Crow Play was. It's just that now I'm in a silhouette. And, to me, it seemed like the Crow Plays thing was getting kind of stale. I wanted to do something a little bit different. And this is it. And I think I'll be doing this for quite some time. Because what it was, and this will be the second part of the thing, is that the BringBackMST3K Kickstarter was going on. I had MST3K more on the mind than anything else. And I was thinking, oh, yeah, I could do that. And it could be more like an homage to Mystery Science Theater. Even the title I came up with, Let's Play Theater 1000, of course, is an homage to Mystery Science Theater 3000. So yeah, I've got that going. Again, I have at least 15 or 16. I filmed 15 or 16 of them on Saturday until I ran out of time where I couldn't film anymore. Basically, it's mostly almost all Pinball Arcade Season 4 because I hadn't filmed any of the Season 4, and I like to do each of those tables. But then again, I have some other stuff that I filmed. I'm not going to spoil anything, but just that, yeah, there's even something else on the PS4. There's something I did on the PS TV, and even Steam. Yes, it'll be the first, I guess, PC game that I've done. And that was only because I could run it on my really, really low-end PC that I usually just use for watching TV on. Or Netflix or whatnot, or just video streaming from my other computer. But what I want to ask is if anybody had suggestions for what I could do for Let's Play Theater 1000. Now, some of you that have been with my channel for a really long time may remember that I used to take requests for Crow Plays. And then I kind of stopped it. And the reason I stopped it around the time I was getting about 2,000 subscribers. And the reason I stopped it is because I almost felt obligated to do everybody's request. I tried to do everybody's game that was being requested. And as such, I was getting so many requests, it was taking me a really long time to do that. And I was even doing games that weren't really well suited to that. I was doing requests, people were requesting games I didn't really know how to play, and then I'd try to play them, and then they'd get mad that I didn't know how to play the game. Or I wouldn't get to their request for a couple months, and then they were mad, like, oh, they would just keep requesting the game again. And when I finally did get to it, they were like, finally, you got to my game. So I was kind of really hesitant to ask for suggestions again. I kind of always wanted to do that, but I didn't want to go through the same thing where, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do everybody's request. And when I did do them, it wasn't the way that they wanted me to do it. But I'm going to do it again. This is just suggestions, okay? And I have a Google form open for that, but you're not really limited to going to that Google form for a request or suggesting a game that I can do for this. And really, it's more for me to see what people want to see, too. I have my own. I got so many ideas of games I want to do on there. It's just not enough time for me to do them all at once, and really it's more of a way for me to prioritize what to do. And so you could request anything, but I am more likely to do it if I actually own it. So I'm also including a link to a collector's cloud, which should list all of the games that I currently own. Now keep in mind, these are all physical games. There's no PC games or digital games in that list. This is just all physical games. But you could also maybe request a game that I don't have. I mean, I see no harm in that. Maybe it's something that I could start looking for if it sounds interesting to me. Also, Steam games in particular. if Steam game has very, very low system requirements and it's very, very cheap, maybe I'll look into it and purchase it. In fact, the game that I played for an upcoming Crow Plays, it won't be for a while because I got so many pinball arcade videos to do. That game only cost me $2 or $3. So yeah, if a game costs under $5, I may say, hey, you know what? Fine. This looks cool. I'll play it. I'll give it a shot and I'll make a video out of it. So yeah, that's the thing. So suggestions. Point 1. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and that's only because I made a video of it about a month ago, the BringBackMST3K Kickstarter. As I'm filming this, the Kickstarter ended last night at around midnight, my time, Central Time, and I'm blown away. I'm blown away because they are now the highest funded thing on Kickstarter for, video-wise. Not total, but for videos. Just on Kickstarter alone, they raised over 5.7 million. I think it's a bit higher than that. I already took the screen off. I'm not going to look it back up again. But they had an additional website where you could just, if you wanted certain rewards, but they weren't in the tier that you wanted, you could just add those in there. And they earned somewhat over $600,000 alone from that. So total-wise, they earned $6.3 million. Blown away. Their top goal was $5.5 million for 12 episodes, a full season. But then they kept adding things on it. They're like, oh, if we get to 5.9, we'll do a holiday special. And then I guess they pulled out somewhere. There was a live stream last night. I was in and out of it. And somewhere they were like, oh, if we hit 6.3 million, they will do at 14 episodes. And that 6.3 million number came like literally less than 2 minutes before the thing was going to end. So there's going to be 14 episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000 coming up. The people that are now involved that weren't originally announced as the thing was going on, more and more people were getting involved. Felicia Day is involved. Jonah Ray, who is somewhat famous. I don't know. I've never really heard of him, but he looks like a cool guy. He's going to be the new host of the show. And he's going to be, Jonah Ray is going to be known as Jonah Heston in the show. I know that there's replacement for Tom and Crow Servo. They have those guys. I've never really heard of them before, but I'm fine with all these changes. I was expecting all these changes. Patton Oswalt, that kind of surprised me. He's coming in as a kind of like the TV's Frank of the new series. Whether or not he will be TV's Frank or a new, like TV's Frank's son, who knows? But he's going to be involved. He's going to be on the show. Paul Chaplin, who originally was on the show. He played a bunch of characters originally. He's now involved with the show. There's a bunch of people that want to make cameos. Jerry Seinfeld, he pledged. Mark Hamill, he pledged. And I know they pledged because I saw their tweets saying that they had pledged. And they've expressed interest in having cameos. Jack Black, and it's just a whole slew of other people. But those are the names that come up to me. I mean, the other names I'm not really familiar with. But man, Jerry Seinfeld, Mark Hamill, Jack Black, being interested in having cameos, it just gets me excited. To me, I have to talk about it because this is, Star Wars The Force Awakening comes out in less than a week. I could care less about I could care less about that Star Wars. I'll see it, but I'm not that excited for it. I am excited, really, really excited for Mystery Science Theater 3000 coming back. That puts my excitement level on a 15 out of 10 because it's my favorite show, and I always watch it. You could even see up here, I've gotten every single DVD Mystery Science Theater 3000 ever came out. Maybe just for some of the one-off ones that I already had copies of, but that I in the original video I said I pledged $100. I actually upped my pledge to $200 so I can get the Blu-ray box set of the new season and a whole bunch of other extras. There's mugs, posters, stickers, whatever. USB flash drive. And then I went to the add-on store and actually bought I did another $70 on there so I could get a MST3K calendar and another USB drive because there's going to be two of them. And if you did it just through the Kickstarter, you're just going to get one random one. So if I went through the store, I could get the other one. So I could have a Tom and Crow USB drive. I'm really excited about Mystery Science Theater 3000. Since I already wanted to talk about doing requests, I just want to throw that in this video as well. Let's go back to the Let's Play Theater. It doesn't take me that long to edit the video, but it does take a really long time to process. On my computer, it seemed like a 15-minute video was going to take 5 hours. So, while that's going, I really couldn't capture any footage. So I brought my laptop that I usually use from work, and it's really slow. And I just wanted, out of curiosity, loaded up the video editing software. And you can see it here. I'm going to move the camera over here. And you can see it here. This thing's like moving all over the place now. And there we go. Look how slow that's going. This is only a dual core. This is this laptop has got to be 5 or 6 years old at this point. And by my estimates, this 10-minute video is going to take 10 hours. So we'll see. I'm going to edit this video, and I'm going to encode the same video on this computer. And we'll see if it's actually worth it. Maybe in the middle of the night or something like that. But if I am doing it in the middle of the night, I might as well just use this computer because I'm not going to have to capture anything. Anyway, I just want to do a quick update. I'm excited for Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I am looking forward to your suggestions. Now, keep in mind again, I may not take your suggestions. These are just suggestions. I just want to know how to prioritize things. Thanks everyone for watching. See you next time. Bye.